Alrighty, Thursday night. Almost Friday, virtually the weekend. Gonna make a drink. So I am. As a warm up. And I have looked at this one up and I know what I'm doing. So I need to, let's see, take this with me. Do. Get set up. Gonna disappear into the mysterious cupboard of mystery because I have to make a decision. I think I know what I'm gonna use. All right. John, where is the John D. Taylor? Why isn't it right here? Fuck is wrong with my brain? Why can't I see it? John D. Taylor. Oh my god, my brain's not working. What's new, the cynics say. Fuck off, I say defensively. Don't hassle me, man. Wait, okay. John D. Taylor. Is it? I did something stupid like put it on the rum rack. Chill out. There it is. Why the fuck is it there? No. Man. That is not where I expected it to be. Okay. Lesson learned. We'll put that somewhere else. I don't care. Okie dokie. Get this recipe up for the alabaster. Nope, that is not what I meant to do. Alabaster. 3/4. Equal parts. I want rum. Fuck it, we will go double Killick. It's a double Killick sort of night. Okay, getting stuff ready. Okay, need to stop fucking around. And I'm just gonna sing a soundtrack to everything I'm doing while I wait for folks to arrive. I don't care if they talk about us. I don't care. I just don't care. Do. Okay, there was no one here to gross out with that. There was some hoon and past. Okay. Out you gotta get up. Hey, Rays. Needed what? Oh, the guy had been finger blasting his missus while she was on her period. That was something to overhear, to be sure. Hey, g'day, cocktail lovers. G'day, Strictly Sega. Okay, just getting ready. Alright, this is going in this. So I'll put some ice into it to chill the glass because I'm a fucking professional. That's how the big boys do it. Do-do-do. You're messing with the big boys now. Can I? No, I can't. Well, I was really asking myself a rhetorical question, but I got a literal answer. Even more of the ice falling out. What the hell? All right. Okay. Gotta get my usual U-Foods ding. See if it interferes with the video. Hey, Chog! How you doing? An ice cream cocktail. I mean, there are some good cocktails you can put ice cream in. I don't have one prepared. Turn this on. Oh, gassy, Marge? Are you gassy? Okay, equal parts cocktail. 3/4 of an ounce all around. Okay, we're ready to go, 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 go. Just realizing I should move some things around. There we go. Being a bit fussy. Chog, what have you been up to? Brain's fried due to the pace of life. Well, you know, it's you. So your ice cream, sorry, before I go, your ice cream cocktail. Bailey's, whiskey, something like vanilla extract. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Now, all right, going. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. Making an alabaster cocktail. Will I be famous? Yep, that looks good. Let's try this in. Ooh, nice wash line. And it is alabaster. All right, all right. Let's turn that off. Oh, just gonna put these liddies back on. Take a picky for the thumbnail. Alright, you can go aside for a while. Oh. What am I doing? Alright, that's about that. Now we gotta do the talking bit. Okay, let's get our shit organized. Move this light. Brighten. Audio recorder on. Turn the video recorder on. The memory card is not sitting properly. Take it out. Put it back in. There we go. Okay. That's ready. We're all ready. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is a rum cocktail, arguably an alternative to a daiquiri. I'm looking forward to trying it because it's a Death & Co recipe. And recipes that come from any of the Death & Co bars tend to be quite good. And this is some subtle, or maybe not so subtle changes from a daiquiri, so I'm keen to try it. Ooh, it's very reminiscent of a daiquiri, but it's got some deeper, richer flavors. I'll show you the ingredients. I should stress this is my take on the recipe because the recipe I found had aloe liqueur in it. Like, who has aloe liqueur? Maybe you do. I don't, but if you do, that's what's called for in this. And I figured it's called alabaster, and alabaster is white. I'm assuming aloe liqueur is clear. And I thought, well, I'll go through my liqueurs, see which clear ones I have, which one I think fits this most. And because I was going with a white rum from a local distiller called Killick, this is their silver, I decided to go with a liqueur they make, they call Tiki Zest. It's a lime-based triple sec, essentially. And one of the elements I like about this, besides it tastes great, it's a move they made to try and reduce waste because they're a tiki bar. They use a lot of limes and they were throwing out mountains of lime, like squeezed out limes. And they thought it was very wasteful and they toyed around with a few things and they came up, they made this liqueur based from those lime husks. And it is a real treat and goes very well with their rum. This also calls for Velvet Falernum. I'm going for the classic John D. Taylor's Velvet Falernum. There are a few others on the market, obviously. This is probably the most famous Falernum. Or you have some like Rob's Home Bar. I think he's had a tutorial on how to make your own Falernum. He makes a lot of his own liqueurs. But I've got the classic John D. Taylor. And there's also lime juice in this, and this is an equal parts cocktail. I'll show you how to make it. In a shaker, we put 3/4 of an ounce, around 22.5 mils of white rum, then 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils of the liqueur you're choosing, then 3/4 of an ounce, 22.5 mils of Velvet Falernum, and finally 3/4 of an ounce or 25 mils of lime juice. Add ice to the shaker, shake that good and hard for 10 or 15 seconds to chill and dilute the drink. And I'm straining that into a chilled Nick and Nora glass. It was recommended to garnish this with a wedge of lime, but if you saw the price of limes where I am at the moment, you'd know why I'm not doing that. I leave that up to your discretion if you want to go for such a garnish, but I'm enjoying it just like it is. It's living up to its name, Alabaster. It's nice and white. It's a very interesting daiquiri alternative, and I think it's worth a try, so give it a go. Until I see you again, I'll just say cheers. This is a very summery drink, and we're not really having very summery weather here. Switch a few things off, and I'll sit down. Sit down, laddie. Catching the pennies and missing the pounds. Okay, what am I missing? Are we back to talking about jukebox night, which was fun? Oh, the jukebox night was great. Just a real, just radical mix of music. It was a good time. Hey, Justin, how are you doing? You make yourself something tasty? You really should make yourself something tasty. I was early voting in the ACT election. All right, well, you got that out of the way. That's a nice tart drink. Oh yeah, why not? Show some cut. Ooh, that is nice and tart. I'm enjoying that. That one's a winner. 8 out of 10. God, if you like tart drinks, you'd probably rate this like 9 out of 10. Yeah, that one bangs, man. That's freaking good. Sorry, Ray's your favorite moment. The end, you and Dr. Abigail. Micro hanging out, having a laugh, chatting. Nice. Next jukebox, theme it. One hit wonders. Yeah, maybe. We'll toss ideas about. I don't know that I want to be limited, but also having a theme could be fun. We'll see. We shall see. Man, this is not going to last long. I really like this. And it's good icy cold, so I don't want to leave it sitting there. Man, that tiki zest liqueur I put in there, friggin' awesome. Oh, you were in the late hangs too, Strixie? I wasn't. I was being a wuss. I went to bed. Because, you know, recovering from COVID is my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Oof. So that was a whole thing. Oh, I have to make the cocktails with these shrubs. I might do that on tomorrow night. Might indeed do that tomorrow night. I particularly like the sound of the one that they recommend you make with the cherry. Cognac, shrub, vermouth, dash absinthe, and dash of chocolate bitters. I mean, I'm fucking intrigued. I am very intrigued by that one. And the mandarin recipe, bourbon, shrub, lemon juice, orgeat, drops of rose water, and some mint leaves. It's a variation on a whiskey sour. Yeah, I'm actually quite keen to try that too. Yeah, Chog, I'm just recovering from my third bout of COVID. God damn it. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus, kids in daycare. Yeah, germ factories. Speaking from lived experience. And Strega went from, okay, I'm near the end of facts about pans and just turning into an excited person and kicking on. Yeah, I mean, I do miss not being there for the whole thing, but I did need to get some sleep. It's just, I'm surprised I lasted as long as I did, quite honestly. Mm. Oh man, that's really fucking good. That's been on my list for months, and I just went, oh, why haven't I made that? I should make it. And it's fucking good. Okie dokie. Although, I don't know. So for a very specific ingredient I've put in there, and it would taste quite different with a different ingredient. So Mm, mm. And it's just like the lime juice and the lime liqueur. Is that thing where lime juice gives this sensation like it's drying your mouth out? Fuck yeah, it's good. All right. Cleanse my palate a little. Bit of water. And you know what? I think I'll go straight in. I'm going to make a second cocktail video. And I will make it now. It's a very different drink. But, you know, that's what keeps life interesting. Making very different drinks. All right. Let's do this shit. Okay. Bring this around. Chill that glass again. Put that there. Yeah, when YouTube is changing, like, I don't know, they're trying to do the same things TikTok's doing. The shorts on YouTube are finally changing from 1 minute to 3 minutes. So I don't have to rush them anymore. Okay, so put a bit more ice in this glass to re-chill it. Man, I am dropping so much ice. Ice, baby. Okay. Time to put a few things away. Okay, bringing the camera back over here. The GoPro. Go with the pros. Right, putting things away. Pearl of Puebla. Mezcal and absinthe. Right, so these two go back. That's an obvious place for the Vernernum. Wait, what the fuck? Man, I'm getting through that green chartreuse. Yellow chartreuse, I should say. Okie dokie, mezcal. Mezcal. Oh, I should have put this back too. I don't know if this is rum. Rum goes here. Everything in its place. So it's just mezcal, absinthe. I don't think I'll use my blue absinthe, because I'll make it go weird. I'll use my classier absinthe. Absinthe, lime juice, and agave. Right. I think we got everything right. You're bloody well right. Okay. Agave syrup. And agave syrup doesn't go off, it's just sugar. That's a natural preservative. Okay. What are we doing? 50 mils. Yeah, okay. Mezcal. That'll do. That's close enough. And 3/4 of an ounce of yellow chartreuse. Be very herbal and smoky, this one. Bit of a funky number we're talking about. Hey Jackie, how you doing? I'm just making a video. Won't take long. So I'm doing this as a short. And I think we're ready to go. Let's make this. Okay, let's go. Chartreuse. There you go. Absinthe. Oh, love that licorice smell of the absinthe. Lime juice. Two sours tonight. Agave. All right. Don't stop. And shaboopy. Do that. I'm going to put a little bit more ice in here, because why the hell not? Alright. Ooh, it smells very smoky from the mezcal. Okay, let's put the lids back on these. Okay, and start the camera up again. Okay, let's shake our booties right down to the ground. Oh, shake your booty. Oh, another impressive wash line. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is a mezcal-based cocktail that has a lot going on. There's some very interesting and diverse flavors in here. I'm hanging out to try it, so let's go. Well, this is smoky, herbal, tart, sweet. It's got it all. Let me show you the elements that are in it. There's a mezcal base, as I said, tequila's smoky cousin, and there's also yellow chartreuse. Look, maybe I'm showing off a bit. There's been a worldwide chartreuse shortage, and I happen to have some, so I'm using it. There's also just about a bar spoon of absinthe. I'm using this Australian absinthe from the Never Never. There's also just a bar spoon of absinthe in there. I'm using this Australian absinthe from the Never Never distillery. It's really good, but you should be able to get some sort of absinthe wherever you are, and it all comes together to make the Pearl of Puebla. Here's how we make it. In a shaker, we put just over 3/4 of an ounce of mezcal, about 50 mils worth of mezcal. Then we'll try that again. In a shaker, we put just over 1.5 ounces of mezcal, around 50 mils worth, then 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils of yellow chartreuse, and then just around a bar spoon or 5 mils of absinthe. And we're doing 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils of lime juice, rounding things out, about a bar spoon or 5 mils worth of agave syrup. Add ice to the shaker, shake that good and hard for 10 or 15 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, and then I'm straining that into a chilled Nick and Nora glass. The recommended garnish was a few leaves of oregano or oregano, depending where you went to school. I didn't have any on hand, but that little extra herbal touch would go very well with everything that's in here. But if you want an interesting, challenging, and mix of flavors in a cocktail, you should try the Pearl of Puebla. Cheers. All right, I can take longer with shorts now, because YouTube's letting me do them for 3 minutes. Okay, turning everything off. Will I stop singing a soundtrack to what I'm doing? Probably not. It's just a thing I do. Let's turn this off. Bring the chair in. What are we? 8:30. Right. You all been amusing yourselves while I've been doing that? Good to hear. Okay. Insight. Oh, that's awesome. The Bo Burnham thing. Ah, you're taking me. Yeah, no, it's ages since I've been to Perth. You know what? I'm going to put this on ice. Splash. Splish splash. I was having a bath. Oh, there's a bar called Inside. Sorry, when you said Inside, they meant, Bo Burnham, well worth watching. It's very funny. I think he's still got his videos from when he was like friggin' 15 on YouTube. And he's pretty fucking funny then. I mean, he's gotten way better. But he was pretty funny at 15. As I've said before, my favorite special of his is Make Happy, which is from, God, about 6 years ago now, possibly longer. And then he did the COVID lockdown one, Inside. He also wrote and directed a film called Middle School, which was really good. And I was astounded, like, how does and because I was reading reviews, it's about, a teen girl in American middle school. And I just read all these things of American women going, oh my God, you captured that so well. And I was like, how does a 27-year-old guy capture the feelings of a middle school girl and of a different generation as well? Like it wasn't a period thing. It wasn't set when he was in middle school. It was set, the modern era when it was made. So it's really well. Who does this warm ride? Who does that? Says move the camera over here. See? Hey, Pat, how you doing? I'm just getting myself some RBL because that's the way. I like it. Man, I fucking hated Casey and the Sunshine Band as a kid. Was not into disco. Into rock, man, because I was from Dubbo, man. Wait, did I bring my cherries back in here? Fuck it, I was telling myself earlier to bring them in. And I friggin' didn't. I'm going to disappear for a second and get my cherries. Do it. I don't know that I say move the camera over here. Okay. Hell, I'd actually believe that that's what I'm doing because you tell me. Because I'm doing it unconsciously if I do it. I'm not consciously doing that. There's a few songs I sing consciously when I'm setting up. One is the Muppet Show theme. It's time to start the music. It's time to light the lights. And the other one is Get Ready, because here I come now. So am I. I like pop. I like most genres. I've probably a bit more okay with disco than I was growing up. I know, we could actually release it. My terrible singing. All right. I am going to get my cherries because I want a cherry. I'll be back in a second. Well, less than a minute anyway. Oh, fuck me. Okay, here's where we go. I'm truly an idiot because I had actually brought the cherries in here. God damn it. You're going to record it, release it on iTunes, Spotify. Yeah, no, the real experience would be on vinyl, definitely. So the fuck was I doing with these cherries, honestly? Pat, not doing the on-camera thing tonight. That's okay. You gonna need a license to do the cover versions? Maybe. All right, got my cherry. My cherry, more. Come on. There was like a drip of syrup waiting to fall off there. And I go, no, I know if I move away from the jar, I'll drop it on the desk or the floor and make things sticky, or on myself. Everything you get the angry discography on vinyl. Yeah. We could do it. So talking about lawsuits, I remember it was in the 90s, I guess. Someone started releasing these live recordings on CD. And initially they were quite expensive because they were, live recordings of big acts and some indie acts that hadn't released live recordings. I hadn't released many live recordings. And initially they were quite expensive, but eventually the market got flooded with them and they got really cheap. I've got some of them somewhere. But these people reckoned they had a loophole that the record companies only owned the copyright on the studio recorded versions, and they thought it was legal for them to release live recordings. It wasn't. The record companies sued them into oblivion. But for, 6 to 12 months, these discs were everywhere. I often wonder, was the person doing it protected, by anonymity, or whatever country they were in, or did they get sued into oblivion? Did they lose everything? Who knows? Yes, this is a World Mental Health Day. How we all doing? Yeah, individual bootlegs were a thing, but this was some mob that was releasing dozens of bootlegs, and so they got in the crosshair, and they were selling them in commercial record shops because they were under the impression they could get away with it. We're having our round table discussion? Twirling your meth pipe started when I wanted a Red Bull. Oh dear. Oh man, it's like herbal, and then you get this smokiness from the mezcal, and man, I'm mad on the lime tonight. Just drying the old mouth out. I don't know. I don't usually do 2 sours in one night, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Yeah. Also, I haven't used my clear ice in ages. I need to make something that shows off my clear ice. Would have got away with it too if it wasn't for the meddling kids and the dumb dogs and the multinational record companies. Yeah, 70s Led Zepp boots. Yeah, definitely. I remember my favorite artist, Billy Bragg, particularly back in the 80s, people would record his shows and he would actually ask people for copies of them. It's just like he had a really good gig and he goes, I saw people recording, send me a copy. I'd love a record of that gig. And one I was at, there's someone, and because he was absolutely cool with people recording his shows, someone had put the little tape recorder, it was like a Walkman type thing, on the stage because you could, and he's recording it. And between songs, Billy picked up the Walkman and was talking to it, and he didn't have a microphone, so no one knew what he was saying. And he's just walking around with the recorder for about 30 seconds talking into it. And I still kind of like, man, what was he saying? That's so tantalizing, but damn. Chog going to steer into the skid, get you more exposure at the end of the day. Yeah. But yeah, you do get some indie artists who are completely okay with bootlegs because it means people want to hear them. The biggest problem for 99% of artists, and this is recording artists, visual artists, writers, any creative person, the biggest problem for 99% or more of artists is not pirating, plagiarism, copying, any of those things. The biggest problem's obscurity. It's really only the absolute top of the pile who are affected by bootlegging, copying, all that sort of shit. And I'm not saying it's necessarily moral for that reason. It's just an observation. Think about, copyright's important. Not for 99% of fucking artists, it isn't. Yeah, it's kind of like bootlegs mean people want to hear you. And that's what you want as an artist. Because it's like, anyone who reckons it's an easy life, like the old Dire Straits, money for nothing. Oh, yeah, labels fucking suck, man. Labels are criminals, quite honestly. Oh, yeah, you're jumping into it. Yeah, the record companies. They fucking suck. And they straight up record. Like the Rolling Stones had to, and I don't mean in the 60s, I mean this was in the 80s. The Rolling Stone had to sue their record label because the label was fucking stealing from them and trying to get away with it with a fucking contract doublespeak. They're just fucking criminals. And radio play controlled by labels, yeah. You think podcasts are the answer? Yeah, I mean, there are actually more opportunities for artists to break through now than, the 80s or 90s or any time before that. But it is now harder than it's ever been to make a living from music in particular because of streaming stuff. Say Queen had issues with their label. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a grand tradition of doing songs where you say record companies suck. Pink Floyd did it. I mean, so many bands have had so much hassle with record labels. Well, the labels are profitable because they rip off the artists even more. Artists aren't. It's so hard for even well-known artists to make a living these days. Oh, streaming services. The guy who runs Spotify is a fucking steaming pile of shit. The shit that guy says, someone needs to fucking slap some sense into him. Yeah, and what was traditionally the area where bands made money, live performing, labels these days try to force artists into signing contracts where the label makes all the money from touring as well. They're just fucking scumbags. Oh no, Jesus, Tidal is far and away the best of the music services, pays the artists way more than the others. I mean, the funny thing is, I have YouTube Premium, and I didn't get it for the music. I didn't even know I got YouTube Music with it. I got it so I didn't get ads on YouTube because I spend a lot of time on YouTube. Ads drive me fucking nuts. So I paid for YouTube Premium, so creators still get some money from me watching, and I get YouTube Music as well, which does not pay artists very well. And yes, Tidal is apparently the best audio quality. How are we going to do what, Rays? Make money as a recording artist today? Is that what we're talking about? Yes, Tidal pays artists the best and gives you the best quality sound. Mind you, I'm only ever listening through teeny little Apple earbuds, so I don't need hi-fi. All right, so the ads are worse if you're watching on Xbox or TV? Damn. Yeah. So YouTube for music videos, record your own shit, release it, doing destroyed. Oh, okay. There you go. the recipe for success. I mean, yeah, like I remember someone showing, and they were a middlingly successful indie artist. They were making a living, and they showed their stats for the year, and how many times they were getting played on Spotify or YouTube Music or whatever. And they're showing Bandcamp was 3% of their plays for the year, but 70% of their income. It's like, God damn. I don't know what Gavera is. Oh God, 60 seconds of unskippable ads on bigger devices. What a nightmare. So DistroKid releases online to streaming services. Oh, okay. Well, again, I've got premium and I was logged in. I don't watch often on my TV, but I do sometimes. I'm assuming the premium thing still protects me on that. So DistroKid is $60. There you go. I don't know that we have any aspiring musicians watching, but there's a tip. Chog, you watched something recently, 40-minute video. God, 6 ad blocks. Yeah, okay. To be fair to YouTube, the creator allows that many ad breaks. It's that simple. When you make the longer videos, you get to say how many ad breaks are, and if there's lots of ad breaks, the creator is choosing to have lots of ad breaks in there. Trying to make some cash. It's the way it is. Put a bit of water in there. Bit of water. Yeah, you got to get some coin, because people making the videos tend, not universally, but broadly, tend to put a lot of effort into it. Speaking of a lot of effort, I made a new clarified cocktail and I haven't tasted it. So here we go. Trying it out. Man, I've been making so many things. Yeah, well, friggin' cash dictates our friggin' lives, man. Dollar bill, y'all. Right to suggest Google actually makes more of their revenue off videos than the creators. I don't know for sure. It used to be YouTube/Google made less than half the money, like 40% or something. I believe it is still the case that YouTube is still the friendliest place for creators by far. While it's technically possible to make money off, say, TikTok and whatnot, the environment's shit compared to YouTube. YouTube's not perfect. I'm not sure I'd even say YouTube is great. But what I hear from people who know, people who are deep into the money-making video making, YouTube is by far the friendliest environment for creators. And what was interesting, YouTube was the first major platform to pay people to make content for it. It wasn't the first place to give people an opportunity to give money, but it was the first major platform that like had a huge audience, and they didn't have to. There was no competition. A couple of people tried to start up video sites that paid people before YouTube did, in the hope of stealing away the creators. And several creators who were pretty big on YouTube, and this was in the first couple of years of YouTube's existence, several creators who were big, would go and make stuff on these platforms, but the audience just didn't follow them. And they were like, fuck, no, I have to stay on YouTube where the audience is. And then they absolutely did not have to, but YouTube started paying content creators, and they remain the best one. Hey, Wildcard, how are you? Thanks. And thanks for dropping in and saying hello. What's that, Chog? Who used to present itself as ethical? Oh, they're great. Oh my God. Their original slogan, "Don't be evil," which they dumped years ago. It's just so funny that a company that starts off with this slogan, "Don't be evil," has to dump it because they have become evil. That's very funny. That's much funnier than a company that never said "Don't be evil" that was evil from the start. It's much funnier when someone starts saying, "Oh, don't be evil," but then it's like, well, we are evil, so we need to stop saying that. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, man, that's really good. That's not really a complete sentence, Safa. I'm not sure what you intend me to grasp from that. I know they did lose a fairly important case in the US, I think, to do with them illegally exploiting their monopoly in online advertising. Need some real hardcore trust busters in the US, because the US has more influence than just about anywhere else, even though like the EU has been fining big tech companies billions of dollars. You need really high profile cases in the US to really make a change, which is just one of the many hundreds of reasons why it's kind of important Trump doesn't get voted in. Yes, Musk was with Trump. I mean, it's pointless pointing out Musk's hypocrisy and lies and cringy behavior, because he's one of those people who just fucking lie. Oh, I did see that. There are people lobbying for the Menendez brothers to get released. But, well, what have they done? 30 years for murdering their parents? And some people say, it's because they were abused for years. Who knows? Oh, Musk is such a steaming pile of shit. And he's so fucking cringy. He's like the most divorced person in history. He is all the worst characteristics of divorced dudes multiplied by 100 or 1,000. But yeah, it's like the shameless hypocrisy and lies of that guy, like going like, oh, Twitter's it's got to be impartial, so that's why you should offend the left and right equally. It has to be impartial. That's what I'm going to do. And he's fucking on a stage endorsing Trump. It's just like, fucking loser. Was it needs the GOP? There won't be another. Oh yeah, I mean, again, he is just deliberately and repeatedly promoting outright lies. He's such a piece of shit. And he's also, on top of it, he's a cringy fucking loser. I mean, Trump at least is really successfully manipulating and exploiting people. And it's just like, he's on this massive grift and it's paying off for him. Musk is just coming across as such a fucking loser. The whole thing, I don't think you'd have to, well, never say never, but one of the big reasons Trump was able to whip people up is he was in power and was saying he shouldn't have to relinquish it. Now, he's not in power this time. So if he loses the election, he doesn't have quite the sort of influence and power, but I don't know. He and his supporters are nuts, so who knows? Oh, awesome question. Who do I hate more, Musk or Trump? In different ways. Trump has the potential to be devastatingly dangerous, because he could yet again gain the most powerful political office on the planet, and he's just become more and more extreme in the last 4 years. So Trump is the more dangerous of the two by orders of magnitude. Whereas Musk is just so fucked. He's such a steaming politician. See, Musk is cringy. I mean, okay, you look at the way Trump can't string sentences together. His brain's turning to pudding, all that. But Trump's a prick. Trump's an authoritarian. Trump will fuck over the most vulnerable people. But I don't really go Trump is cringe. Musk is cringe as fuck. Yeah, well, Musk is a barely articulate Trump. You don't get Trump doing all this stuff where he's desperate for people to like him, because people fucking worship him and he knows it. And Musk is this sad, cringe fuckwit who is just so desperate to just so absolutely desperate to have people like him. It's so fucking embarrassing to watch. Rays, I choose to answer that question in terms of who's the most dangerous. Trump is the most dangerous. Trump would actively get people killed. Yes, like I'll phrase it as which one would I laugh the most about if they suffered a massive stroke? Well, okay, and it would be a different feeling. I swear to God, something bad happened to Musk, I would just fucking laugh. Something bad happened to Trump, I would breathe a sigh of relief. That's the difference. If something bad happened to Musk, it would be funny. If something bad happened to Trump, it would be a massive relief. Not even bad. Trump's old and out of shape. If he died from natural causes, it'll be like, phew, that's a relief. Chunk, you are actually alive. Not great that you're burnt out. Business been out of control, busy, been sick. You're alive. It is. It's a beautiful thing. That's what we've got to say. On World Mental Health Day, life is a beautiful thing. There are tough days. Sometimes there are tough months and tough years. But I remain ultimately an optimist. Life is beautiful. All right. All right. I made another orange liqueur, and it came out looking absolutely different to the last one. And I don't know why. I'm going to explore options. Actually, and I just thought of something I wanted to search on. Clarifying with agar. How do I do this? Agar clarification made stupid simple. I like stupid simple. Anyone with a packet of agar and a whisk can clarify fragile fresh juices or anything else. Under an hour with 0 pieces of special equipment. Okay. Okay. Agar needs to boil to hydrate. I can't boil alcohol. All the alcohol will go away. A boiling. Okay, measure out 5 grams. What is this? Huh. I thought I could maybe clarify that with agar, but I can't because you have to boil it, and I can't boil alcohol. Damn it. Damn it, that won't work. God damn it. So, Mental Health Day, yes. Yes, today's pace of life, a bit fucking much. We work harder than our hunter-gatherer ancestors. Oh yeah, no, it was good for everyone that dead shit that took a shot at Trump missed. That was fucked. That would have just made everything fucked. Like, but again, I think that kid wasn't even politically motivated. He just was not in a good way and wanted to shoot someone. Just all kinds of fucked up. So I appreciate what George Carlin said about wanting to be heaps of chaos. The more extreme, the more fun. Oh my God, yeah. Carlin's reaction to Trump would be something to see. Because he was very biting, old Georgie. Wait, what's I going? Where's my can of mineral water? I was going to drink some mineral water. Ooh, okay. Things affecting mental health in the world today. Simply the pressures of living. Economic pressures are terrible. There is a body of thought that says young people in particular are prone to depression because of the constant barrage of shit from the internet and social media. I mean, then there's the fact that, I mean, there is stuff that is genuinely shit in the world. You can just look at the world and things that are happening, and feeling bad is a natural reaction to shit's fucked up, yo, because god damn it. But yeah, so okay, having said that, that would be my top 3. Just like economic pressures, pressures of living and stuff is fucked. The internet and social media is fucked. And third is the genuinely bad things that are happening in the world. And yes, Mrs. Angry, as a psychologist who works with people suffering from extreme trauma, would have insight on this. If I think of it, I'll ask her how she would answer that, and I'll maybe have it for tomorrow night's stream. But that's my top 3, really. Just the pressures of living, economic fuckery and whatnot. The evil, not just social media, actually, broadcast media is fucked as well. And yeah, third, horrible things that happen in the world. Yes, Mrs. Angry is with the Public Health Service. A lot of the people she works with are refugees from war zones. She uses this fantastic technique called EMDR. Well, obviously that's initials for something I don't remember what the acronym is, but it's a treatment the World Health Organization recommends for post-traumatic stress disorder, and she uses it on a lot of her people. She's actually tested it on me. It's fucking wild how it works, because it doesn't seem like it should, but it kind of reprograms your brain. When people are suffering from extreme trauma like PTSD, they keep reliving the actual moment. They're not remembering the moment, they're reliving it and feeling the trauma all over again. And what the EMDR process does when it's successful is essentially rewire your brain so you can remember the thing that happened. Like, it doesn't make you forget the bad thing that happened, but it takes you out of the trauma response. And Mrs. Ang, she's helped people who in their 80s, who've been carrying trauma for decades or even most of their life, like 60 years. And she does this treatment and they're liberated. But yeah, I mean, like, she treats people who are in war zones, who've suffered trauma, or who've had family members killed or tortured. They've been tortured, all these things. And this treatment actually works. It's amazing. Yeah, definitely message me, man. Not saying I can help with anything, but definitely message me. But yes, that's the hot tip. And that's a running joke we have when we watch science fiction, in particular, stuff set in the future where someone is dealing with trauma poorly, and you're just going like, they should just have some EMDR and then they'd be fine. And then they'd stop doing things as a trauma response. But yeah, it's incredible. Like, if you ever do this EMDR thing, it feels like it shouldn't work, because okay, look, let's friggin' get a summary of it. It's eye movement desensitizing and reprocessing. Like, literally, it sounds woo-woo. It really is. It really sounds woo-woo, but it remains controversial. And definitely some of the people involved in it sort of seem dodgy, but yeah. Like, Mrs. Angry has seen it work again and again. I'm trying to think if there's a description of how it works. But yeah, you're basically getting this bilateral stimulation. It's like you follow something with your eyes. It, like, when it gets described to you, it doesn't make any sense. Like, how could that work? But it's kind of like, well, we don't really know how the brain works. Sometimes you've got to put a cap, how much work you do. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm really lucky. Fuck, man, I lucked into my job just before COVID. The place I was working at just pre-COVID was shit, and it was a university. And what happened to the universities during COVID? They shut down. So if I had still been working there, like, I did a 1-year contract and finished. But if I'd still been working there, I would have just lost a job. They would have shut down and I would have been gone. But in December before COVID started, I changed jobs, and I've been in the same place ever since. Longest I've ever been anywhere, I think. I was a contractor for the first 2 years, and I've been permanent for the last 2 years. But it's a really positive workplace, and I get to feel like I'm making a positive contribution, and it's very supportive. It's great. Sounds like I'm worried my boss is listening. I think the pace of modern life has been a huge thing. Oh, fuck yeah. No, everything changed too fast. You look at history for 100,000 years, change with humans was incremental, tiny changes. There'd be whole centuries where there was basically no advances in technology or lifestyle. And it's very incremental, very incremental. Like, life has changed more in the last 150 years than it did in the previous 1500 years. Like, I've heard this analogy done a few times. Like, you could put someone from the 18th century in the 14th century, and notwithstanding probable language differences, pretend there was no language problem. You could put someone in the 18th century, or you could put someone in the 14th century in the 18th century, and they wouldn't be particularly traumatized by the changes they saw. You put someone from like the late 1800s into today, and their brain would fucking snap. They'd be absolutely unable to function. It would be too overwhelming. Yeah, even just the last 30 years. I mean, I was being really conservative there, but basically transplant someone from 1950 to today, which is a lot longer than 30 years. But the rate of change, I think, has far outstripped humans' ability to adapt. Yeah, Jesus Christ, doing nothing is good for you, definitely. You know, the various monks of the various orders around the world who came up with you find peace by doing nothing, by meditating or praying or whatever, according to their particular thing. Got a lot to be said for it. The agricultural era increased the pace. The industrial era rapidly increased pace. And yeah, digital, it's just fucking crazy. Rage, you can do nothing for a little bit. I think that's ADHD kicking in there, man. What was the book I always say reading, and I think it counts as reading, but I've been doing audiobooks, and I have mentioned this one before. It was recommended to me by someone I work with, and it's fucking awesome. Oh, I forgot I downloaded another free book. I remember that. It's called Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. It was his first book, and his third book has just come out. Sapiens is like a history of humans, and it melds history, science, and philosophy, and it's fucking awesome. Even if you don't agree with it, it makes you think, and unless you're a dork, you'll be exercising your brain to disagree with it. You're making a simple syrup using raw sugar and it's taking ages. Are you warming it up? Are you trying to make it cold? Or are you warming it up? Because I never really do it cold. I put it in a saucepan. You don't want to boil it, but you warm it up because way easier to dissolve syrup. I made some syrup today with the last of my lily pillies. Had a bumper lily pilly crop from the tree in our yard this year, like literally 10 times more than previous times. And so I'd save some in the freezer and I'd break some out, make some syrup. And I used up, so I got the last of the lily pilly today, made a syrup, and there's this beautiful, rich red color. And it tastes great. Oh, yeah, you were doing it cold. Yeah, that's the problem. Take forever to dissolve raw sugar into cold water. It'll do it, but it'll take forever. I always use warm water. Put it in a saucepan, warm it up. You don't want it to boil. You just want it to warm up and maybe simmer. Yeah, more syrups, man. I've been making so much. So, like, let's say I made that clarified cocktail, made the orange liqueur. This is a gin liqueur I made. Is dry gin, and I put some of my syrups in it, and it actually was lily pilly syrup. Gets that color in it. Um, oh, actually, it started with blood orange pulp because I was making the blood orange liqueur, and I had this pulp. I thought that's still got lots of flavor, so I put it in some gin, and it went a good color. And then I added some syrup, some of the lily pilly syrup, so it's a really nice red. I think that would make a really good gin and tonic. Actually, I haven't made a proper drink with it. I've just had a little taste. White sugar in a jar, boiling water. I don't know. I feel like you're saying something nefarious there, Rays. Yeah, I mean, what white sugar? It's a more neutral taste and it's clearer. Uh, Raw sugar uh, or the old coffee sugar or whatever makes the syrup have more flavor. It's really good for things like old fashions or whatnot. Um, and yeah, like I made a syrup today with the lily pilly, so it's basically this color. It's not heavily flavored, but there's a little flavor, so it would be really good in fruity cocktails. Ah, making a fruit tingle, nice. Time to put on the hood, to become Yogi. I know. I mean, I love inspiring people to do things. Strictly Sega's got really into the whole cocktail thing from the stuff I say. What syrups do I have? Oh my god. I've got like a sour apple one in the fridge because I had a cider that I wasn't going to drink. And so I boiled it down. And I mean, I boiled it right down. I boiled off 90% of the water from it. And I tasted it and it was sweet, but it was really sour. And so then I mixed in some sugar and a bit more water. And it was more palatable, but it's still got this real sour apple flavor. So, and that's good for sour cocktails. So I've got a sour apple syrup, a lily pilly syrup, what do we call it? Well, I was using agave syrup today, and the nut syrup. What the fuck? Orgeat. Jesus Christ, my fucking brain couldn't remember it. Orgeat, which was traditionally an almond based sugar syrup, but you can do it with any nut. And I had this macadamia and cashew concentrate mixed with sugar and water. Fucking awesome. That's tends to go with tropical drinks like rum based drinks. Ooh, dolce. Yes, nice. That is definitely a sweeter Starward, that one. I mean, I've got the Starward honey there as well. Speaking of sweet ones, man, I'll always listen to you, even if you're Tim Smithed. What did I have for dinner? I made fucking sausage wraps again. I did that last week because I had some sausages in the. I actually had two lots of sausages in the freezer, so I made sausage wraps again tonight. There's all the sausages done, so and it was yummy. I just cooked up some mushroom and onion and garlic, got that all yummy and flavoursome. Then cooked the sausages in the air fryer. And then chopped them up, chucked in the mushroom, onion, garlic mix, bit of sauce, bit of cheese, wrapped them up, and baked them. Again, just in the friggin' air fryer. Yummy as fuck. It's fancy sausage sandwiches, basically. Hell yes, I should get a fucking cocktail and food cooking show. Oh, yes, I should do that. Oh yeah, the specials. I didn't get that much. Well, I think I got some. Anyway, I am, being Mr. Jumbo, trying to lose weight. So I actually ordered some frozen light and easy things to get delivered next week. So I'm kind of thinking, okay, don't be buying stuff from the supermarket and limit takeaway. And I very rarely get takeaway anyway, but I do sometimes. And like Saturday night's date night with Mrs. Angry, we're going to a new place, or a place we've not been to before, Asian Fusion. So I've also got those meal replacement milkshakes now. So the majority of my meals are going to be very controlled, either a U-Foods, a light and easy, or a meal replacement shake. Chick food, yeah, definitely. I'm getting in touch with my feminine side. I mean, broadly speaking, yes, Safa, I like Asian food. There's that's almost like saying food. There's such a diversity there. Are you checking Starwood for specials? Holy shit. I saw one like I bought that stuff that I got last week. And I was like, yeah, okay, stop fucking buying stuff, man. And I saw this one was advertised to me on fucking Facebook. And it was like a Tasmanian single malt was, $200, now $109. And I thought, are they bullshitting? Because often when people, like what Coles and Woolies are getting in trouble for, pretending something was expensive and you marked it down, but you artificially marked it up and then brought it back to where. Anyway, so I looked it up, and yeah, the whiskey from this Tasmanian distillery goes for $200, and these people, sell for 109, and I was like, fuck, bargain. But no, I have 30 bottles of whiskey. I do not need any more whiskey. So I'm being strong and not getting it. I was only mucking around, knocking light and easy. And Strictly Sega was only mucking around too, I'm sure. It's fucking great. Booze is special too. Lose weight and get fit. Track meals. Well, that's why I'm shit at limiting myself. So that's why I'm getting this pre-packaged stuff, because it's controlled amounts and it's yummy. Yeah, it's there are two ways. You can burn more calories or intake less calories. Intaking less calories is way easier. And yeah, drink lots of water, because that can fool you into thinking you're not hungry. I tell you what, drinking this mineral water after drinking something that had a lot of flavor is really fucking good. It's like releasing all the flavor from your tongue. Yeah, go drink lots of water. Fake feeling full. And it's like, don't have snacks in the house. Okay, this one is my favorite, Safa, the lemon and lime. I've got like fucking 6 options out there, but I mostly have lemon lime because it's my clear favorite. 40% off again this week at Woolies, so as Sarah get onto that, she's like, oh, that's 40% off, 50% off. I'll try that. That's not bad. Yeah, no. So when I'm working from home, I'm in an extension off the kitchen. So I have a fridge right next to me, and it's got a water dispenser, chilled water dispenser, which is really good. Snack if you learn discipline. Oh, yeah. And I guess I have gotten much more disciplined in that when I snack, I just have little bits, but I think I have too many little bits over the course of it. Like, not excessive, but more than I should. But, so I'm thinking all the meals, if they're contained and there's no effort from me, then it'll be good. Chog. The family bars, they're so small. Actually, not really related, but the very small ones, because Halloween's coming up. We have a shit ton of kids come around at Halloween in our neighborhood. I don't know. It's not a rich neighborhood, but it's not a poor neighborhood. I get a feeling, I don't know, people from neighboring things are fucking bussing kids in because we get so many of them. And last couple of years, I thought I had a shit ton of stuff and we ran out. Like 2 years ago, we ran out. So last year, I made sure I had more, ran out again. This year, of all the little bits, and I only give kids little things because there's too many of them. We definitely had more than 100 kids come by last year. So I got the supermarkets were doing those packs of the little ones for like $3, and so I got a bunch of, and I've got a bunch of stuff I've been stocking up, and I counted it the other day, and I got about 150 individual things to give away. Like, okay, if that's not enough, fuck it. Because that's as much as I'm doing. But it's fun. I don't know. The kids are out having fun. I'm all for it. You get all these people going, no, it's American. It's not American. It's Irish. It started with Samhain in Ireland, and which was on All Hallows, and then in America they changed it to Halloween, and in Ireland, the things they made jack-o'-lanterns out of were turnips, which they didn't really have in the US, so they went with pumpkins. So, fuck the people who want to be all nasty about it. Live your own life, whatever. There's lots and lots of kids doing it. And it's like, give them a friggin' little bit of brightness in their lives. I don't go to McDonald's, though. Yeah, they line up for a burger on Sunday. What's that? Chug, KFC, $30 will feed 3 adults, give you enough sodium to... Oh, yeah. Oof. Ooh, honeycomb and Baileys and Cokes. Damn, you're going for it. I hope it doesn't suck too. I know, Ray's earlier you were talking about an ice cream liqueur, an ice cream cocktail. There was an Asian supermarket, is an Asian supermarket not far from me that has weird Asian alcohol in it too. And they had like an ice cream liqueur. And I thought, well, and it was just a little thing. And they had all these different flavor things. And I got a few. And the ice cream one did genuinely taste like ice cream. But I thought that would be super easy to make. I can make liqueurs very easily. You just literally just melt, because ice cream has that flavor even when it's melted. But just melt ice cream and blend it with some booze. And this one didn't even have a fruit flavor. It was literally just like ice cream and booze. The Baileys curled a bit. Oh, yeah, Coke's acidic enough to curdle Baileys, yeah. So you have to allow for that. That was like when I've experimented with clarifying stuff, because you need to curdle the cream or milk element. It's surprising. Coffee is acidic enough to curdle milk. Coke's acidic enough to curdle milk. Tomato juice is acidic enough to curdle milk. That's why I made a clarified Bloody Mary for New Year's one day. Chog, you're going to roll out the Coke? 25 tomorrow. I think we're getting that on the weekend. Like, hey, let's have the really exciting conversation about the weather. Dun, dun, dun. What do we got? Overnight 6. We had fucking overnight of 2 the other day. That's ridiculous for October. Okay. Tomorrow's 17, Saturday's 18, Sunday's 25, Monday's 22, Tuesday's 24, Wednesday. Okay, now we're getting into proper spring weather. That's a string of mid-20s. That's That's 5 days of mid-20s. That's what we're supposed to get at this time of year. Freaking good weekend. Last weekend was really shitty. Why is my fucking phone? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Okay. I actually missed the U-Foods ding because I put it on silent. Why is my ringer so loud? I accidentally set my ringer really loud, and so the alarm was really loud this morning. God damn it. Oh, you're getting a nap before shift? Okay. Hope you have a good shift, man. Okay, what Stricky say was that? Oh, it got lumpy. Had to scull it. Oh, dude. Okay. Yep. Okay, so yeah, word to the wise. Cream liqueurs, Coke is acidic enough to curdle them. Not that I expect you to put tomato juice in, but tomato juice is acidic enough to curdle them. Yeah, coffee is acidic enough to curdle them. I've done all those things to make clarified drinks. But yeah, you want an experiment. Now that you know that will curdle it, you could put Coke with Baileys and then filter it, and you get clarified Coke and Baileys. That would be interesting. Yeah, next time maybe just honeycomb and Baileys. Ugh, now you're making me want to freaking do stuff. Well, what's the classic like gross shot, the cement mixer? You have like a cream liqueur and lime juice. And the idea is it's called a cement mixer because you knock it back, but you hold it in your mouth and you mix it all up. And so it curdles and goes super fucking lumpy in your mouth. And then you got to try and swallow it. I do not do drinks that are bad. Yeah, you don't want to waste the Starwood honeycomb. But seriously, if you had a bit more time, Shuki Sega, pour it through a coffee filter, maybe even more than once, and it'll get the lumps out and it'll clarify it, and it'll be a whole interesting thing. Yeah, okay, it's done. That's it. That's it. There you go. Lesson learned. It's like you get whenever you get a tropical drink that has a cream element, even if it's coconut cream and juice, lime juice or pineapple juice, you have to shake the fuck out of it and drink it relatively quickly. Ooh, adding vinegars to cocktails. Yes. See, that's just another acidic element because the common acidic element is citrus juice. But okay, see these things here, Chog, these are called shrubs. They're essentially a vinegar-based cordial, and they're yummy as fuck. But yeah, you can substitute good quality vinegar for citrus juice in a cocktail. You saw on the Starwood site, mixed honeycomb with whipped cream, and you're like, oh, I know, oh, I did my current drink. Ah, well, live and learn. Yeah, so I think I'm definitely going to make cocktails with these tomorrow night because I've just been adding them to the mineral water, and they're super fucking yummy. They just work as cordial. Super yummy, but yeah, it's a very old traditional drink, a shrub. So it's usually vinegar, fruit juice, and sugar, basically. Sorry, what did I do? See, I don't even know what I did. My voice was spot on. I literally don't know what I did because stuff just when I'm keeping stream of consciousness up. All right. Oh, God, my old eyes. There's tiny print on this thing. I need more light. Okay. Ingredients. Sugar. Okay, so this is like a third sugar. Natural ingredients. Cherries, sugar, apple cider vinegar. Yeah, so that's basically a shrub. A shrub is vinegar, fruit, and sugar. So it's a vinegar cordial, basically. I did a grandpa voice. See, there you go. I don't feel. Shrub's a very old drink. I'm not sure if it's English, other parts of Europe, whatever. But yeah, because also the vinegar would preserve it as well. The vinegar and sugar would preserve it. So you've got fruit juice, and it's going, well, this is going to go. You've got fruit or fruit juice. This is going to go off. So you make this concoction with vinegar and sugar, and it'll just fucking keep. Like fruit juice won't keep. You don't have to refrigerate shrubs. So it's basically a way of preserving fruit and fruit juice. How did we get onto the Knights Who Say Ni? Oh, shrubbery, of course. Oh, God. I should try and create a cocktail called the Knights Who Say Ni because it's got shrub in it. It's a shrubbery. Oh. Ooh, yeah. There's a challenge. Now I'm going to look. Yeah, and that's the thing. The acidity of vinegar can cut sweetness when something's too sweet. And that's why you have citrus juices in so many cocktails, is to cut the sweetness. Like the drink's still sweet, but the citrus cuts it. Okay. So first, I am going to see if there is a cocktail called Night. Oh, there you go. Difford's has got one. Night and Sir Night. Okay, so a night is brandy, orange curacao, green chartreuse, and lemon juice. Ooh, so that's a sidecar with green chartreuse in it. That's nice. A Sir Night. What is a Sir Night? Brandy, triple sec, green chartreuse, and bitters. Ooh, so that's a not sour one. Oh, I'm liking the sound of that. So instead of, okay. So a night, yeah, that's it. Instead of lemon juice, a shrub. Got it. That's the Knight Who Says Ni. It's got a shrubbery in it. A shrubbery. We're fucking done. We got it. Hey, look, on Twitch, someone's watching Ghost Floof. How are you doing? Sorry, and I feel like you have been on the stream before, but as a precaution, and everyone who's on YouTube is so used to me saying this, I'm using a thing called StreamYard to multi-stream to multiple platforms. Most people watch me on YouTube. Some, like yourself, watch me on Twitch. Some people even occasionally watch me on Facebook. ChatGPT, make a cocktail. The Ni cocktail, shrub-based. Gin, fruit shrub, fresh lemon, honey syrup, sparkling water. I mean, genuinely, that sounds fine. Oh, you gearing up for PAX? No, that's fair. You're going to need some sleep to be ready for PAX. I mean, I'm feeling much better than I did last week. And all I felt last week was tired. I wasn't particularly sick. But I'm probably not going to stay up super late on party night. But I genuinely get you got to save up the spoons for PAX. Makes perfect sense. I should actually fucking write down Knights Who Say Ni cocktail. Oh, Jesus Christ, the fucking US election. I hate it so fucking much. I don't just want it to be over. I want Donald Trump to not win. All right. All right, so Knights Who Say Me is the name of the cocktail. Okay. I'm going to make this a full-length one. Now, just check in. Okay, so it's, where are we? It is 60 mils brandy. I think it's 15 mils of everything else. 15 mils of orange liqueur. Sorry, what else is it? Green chartreuse. I think this is going to be really yummy. 15 mil green chartreuse. 15 mil. I think the mandarin shrub is the one for this. Mandarin shrub. Save that. There we go. Now I won't forget it because I've written it down. ChatGPT is actually not what's going. Well, Ghost. I mean, I'm not going to, hassle you. I just think that Trump is a manifest physical danger for a lot of people. It's kind of why I said I want him to lose, not Harris to win. I am not a cheerleader for the Democrats, but it is literally the lesser of two evils, in my opinion. Optional Monty Python twist. Serve this cocktail with a small garnish. Shrubbery made of herbs. Yes. Oh, shit. It's got to have a mint garnish. I've got mint. And it's got to be a decent chunk of mint, like not one or two leaves. Yes. Okay. I've got to write that in because the Knights would demand a shrubbery. Mint garnish. My goodness, it's a shrubbery. All right. I'll make that tomorrow, actually. Make it tomorrow. Hey, new name. Fight. Me have donut. That's a good username too. No, dude. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. If I was going to be harsh on typos, I'd have to be harsh on myself first and foremost. So I will absolutely forgive any typos. So don't you worry about that. It's a whole thing. Okay, 9:48. I was going to mix another drink, I have to admit. Am I really going to do that just before bed? Maybe help sleep. Sorry, what's that? Make the vid. Make sure you say it. One more drink. Do it. I'm not sure what you're saying about when I make the vid. I'll do it tomorrow. All right. Well, see, you kind of had me interested when you brought up the honey. I think it's some of my unusual special things. I have no idea what you're talking about there, Havdona, but damn, that's an interesting combination. Oh, that's you? Jesus Christ. Okay. African tortured widow speaks 6 languages, lived in Japan, drinks. Dude, I drink a lot. Oh, that's right. It. That was the running joke about what was upsetting them if you say it. Dude. Oh my god. That is a fantastic personal resume, honestly. Okay. What in my weird special things have I not used in ages? Oh, and I'll just make a little drinky. Okay. Well, there's the snow and honey. Ooh, barrel aged eau de vie. I think this. Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? This is a very limited Archie Rose thing. Spirit distilled from honey. And this was aged in a whiskey barrel. And I'm going to put a bit of my spiced liqueur in there. It's running low. That's okay. I get to make some more of it. Just a little bit. Then it's like a real Christmassy drink. This is just a little drink. Oh shit, I'm just kicking stuff over the back here. Okay, sitting down. A label maker. Strictly Sega sent me a label maker. Is that how that came out? Yeah, but I'm always going to remember the label maker. And we and you sent the discs and we swapped stuff. South African bloke always made you drink a few more shots before bed. Yes, Strictly Sega took mercy on me because I would always forget what I put in barrels and bottles and stuff. And now I have labels. And it's good. So. It's just a no. Oh yeah. No, I'm definitely sending you. I've got the things ready. And I've just so many. But tomorrow's meant to be a quieter day for me. So I go to the post office tomorrow. Yeah, just definitely do that. So, oh, that is really yummy. Oh, that's good. That's a nice little drink, little baby drink to have. Ooh. Oh, that would make a really good hot toddy. Mix it with like a tea, maybe. It'd be really good. So last time we spoke, told me disappeared because family member passed. Oh, dude, no, please, Jesus Christ, dude. We've all had traumas. I've had, a regular from the stream died recently. Had a really aggressive cancer. It's we try to be open and share. And no, I haven't had any. Wait, oh shit. You know what? This was not recent, but I just ignored it. Okay, before bedtime. Tomorrow's World. Is this shit Toby signed me up for? Okay. Truth, Prophecy, Hope. They have a show on Channel 7, apparently. Jesus. On the Channel 7 streaming things. Okay. Is Christianity dangerous? Yes, very much so. All religion is. Remembering Richard F. Ames. Don't know who that is. The leaders we deserve. Damn. Is that pro or anti-Israel? Enoch and Elijah in heaven. Oh my God. This is a really esoteric question. Oh, Canada, the disappearance of the family. Damn. Bridges to nowhere. Are your grudges leaving you down a path to destruction? What's beyond the chaos? Armageddon and beyond. Damn. London calling. The Aberfan disaster. A tragic day. What is... Oh, right. October 1966. Welsh mining town of Aberfan suffered a massive landslide. Hit the school. Dangerous. Oh, okay. I love this. Christianity in quotes. So they're saying everyone who doesn't believe what they believe is evil. Damn. Yeah, I love it when Christians criticize other Christians and saying, no, they're actually the devil. Why the New King James Version of the Bible? Olympic Olympic abominations. Oh yeah, they're really upset at the Olympic opening ceremony. Hilariousism. Damn. Letters to the editor. Damn. Okay. I love that they're angry about the Paris Olympics. When you were a kid, if you woke up, you had a choice of Christian TV or semi-naked. Oh yeah, the aerobics Oz style. So Adamitism is very dark, super nudist old Christian lifestyle from the 40s. Damn. The adamantium is the stuff that Wolverine has on his bones. Oh God, they're all incest and stuff. They're gross. Yeah. I'm on the drug. I'm on the drug. I'm on the drug. Killed with Phoenix. Yeah. Oh shit, that would make a that would make a really good hot toddy. Make some tea and put this stuff in it. Archie Rose barrel-aged eau de vie and my spiced apple liqueur. It's fucking yummy. Mind you, Mrs. Anger and I do have our preferred hot toddy called Le Père Bie, where you put some peated whiskey in it, so the smoke all just rises up. Yeah, the curdled stuff put you off? It'll do that. I don't know. Did Chog leave? He might have. You know, people go in and out, as it were. But oh, that's hella good. Yum. Fucking yum. That is good. Yeah, I do stick by that would make a good hot toddy. Yeah, he does usually stay by. I don't know. He might just be momentarily distracted. That happens as well. People getting momentarily distracted. Yes, I am planning on doing a stream. Probably not super late because I'm still getting tired, but not Saturday. Date night with Mrs. Angry. Going to a new venue. It's always exciting when we go to a new venue because we have our regular places we do in rotation. And every now and then one closes down. We're like, oh, damn, places closed down. What do we do? We tried a new one a couple of months ago, which wasn't bad. We'll probably give it a second go and decide if we like it. But that's to be seen yet. Yeah, hell, if anyone wants to, you should definitely do it. Yeah, I think the thing is, I won't be there. I think Ray's might be working. Abigail will be at PAX. No, you won't get Doc Abigail this weekend because she'll be at PAX. So I don't think you'll get Ray's because I think he's working. So yeah, what am I having for breakfast? Probably just a protein bar. Quite honestly, I only have a ritual of the bacon thing on the weekends. So yeah, okay. You're jealous of the PAX thing? Yeah. So maybe the following weekend we might be able to get some music stuff happening. You know what? I haven't had a proper taste of this new orange liqueur. It's all cloudy, and I don't know what I want to do with it. I'll just live with it. If it tastes good, that's all that counts. Yeah, Safa somehow missed the music night. Music night was fucking awesome. Could have a proper. I have not had a proper taste. I've left it for like it's been there for a couple of days, so the flavors can properly mix and permeate. So this is my first proper taste of it. Oh, that is good. That tastes proper orange. You're 45. Go to Comic-Con. Everyone else is into anime My Little Pony, and you feel like Grandpa Simpson. Oh damn. Yeah, well, we'll see when we can do another music night, Safa. Mr. Donut, get wasted on brandy. Big fan of the brandy. Take care, man. Whatever happens, see you another time. Yes. Oh, I'm so Grandpa Simpson. I used to be with it, but then they changed what it was. Now what I'm with isn't it, and what's it is weird and scary. It happened to me, and it'll happen to you. It's almost cherry time, definitely. I'm just enjoying my first proper taste of this orange liqueur, and it tastes so fucking orangey. Oh, you really got that orange. Oh my god, that is good. What's this one? It's got a really sharp. What we got? Taste that one. Do 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 do. Okay, they taste very similar, but slightly different. US Fanta's strange. It's probably made with fucking corn syrup, not sugar. That would be the thing. You know what? Even though, okay, so this is the new one I've just made. Even though I was slightly disappointed that it's cloudy rather than clear, it probably actually tastes better than the first one. So I'll send you this one, Sega. I think it actually tastes better. You heard the car, yeah. This is literally the only downside of having this dedicated room for the streams is I'm closer to the road, so I get the noise from cars. Yeah, no, it tastes better. I'll send you this one. They're both really good, but I honestly think the new one tastes better. Then I've also got this gin liqueur. Fruity gin liqueur. Mm. Oh yeah, cloudy apple cider is good. Scrumpy. Yep. Okay. Now I'm just going to try my gin liqueur before I go to bed. Now that's fucking good, and it's got a definite gin flavor in it. Oh my god. I still always feel a bit weird when I like taste something I made and I just want to go, yum, that's really good. Because it's like, is that just being super egotistical? But it's good. So, a bit more. Okay. Going to eat the cherry and go to bed. Fucking yum. All right. Anyone around tomorrow night? I'll be back. Going to make some shrub cocktails, one of which will be the Knights Who Say Neh. And I think for the cherry one, I'll do the one that's on the label because fuck me, that sounds good. Cognac, cherry shrub, vermouth, just a dash of absinthe, and dashes of chocolate bitters. That sounds fucking awesome. So that's tomorrow. So I guess one shaken, one stirred. We'll see. We shall see. So thank you for hanging out, and I'll see you another time. But I'll say bye for now. Oh, now no one's ever complained about the outro with the abusive animation. I'll change it if someone doesn't like it, but it does it automatically now when I say end stream. So bye.
You are totally fucked up!